I found mine really hard to do at the beginning. Like I didn't know what to put on, or I didn't even dare write on the paper. But then as it went on and as I started putting more of myself into it, the book, and I don't know, I just felt a lot more calm about doing it. I felt like things were just coming naturally then, and I really enjoyed it towards the end.
The Energy of Intention was a small pilot project, and the idea behind it was to try and find a novel way of sort of allowing communities to connect with each other. So we identified communities, at different ends of Bradford, and took photos of people in a place and exchanged those photos as a way of trying to, or asking people to give a positive intention, say something good or positive to those photos every day of people or places they didn't know. And the idea being that this might create a sense of connection and empathy with other communities, and through that build a sense of community well-being. Following on the theme of creativity, we asked you to produce a journal to record your emotions on a daily basis over a period of 12 weeks. And what surprised us really was we wanted these journals to capture emotions in terms of how you connected to the photo and to the other place, to see if that changed your opinions of your community and another community. But what actually happened with the journals is they went much deeper than that. They became very, very personal.
I just wanted to do something that which will make other people do good in their lives. So that's why I designed this, like everything around seems dark. Look again, you may be the light for somebody else.
Journal felt massive to begin with. You thought, how am I going to fill all that? Yeah. Then day by day, step by step, you get into it. I think the hardest part, the most tiring part, was the thought process part. Rather than just putting anything in it, you wanted each day to sort of like be something to stand out.
The first week, I just put anything. Again, I didn't know what I was doing. I felt totally lost. I put impossible, reframe, I'm possible. You keep the healthy living again. It's been so important to my mental health, and I started going 10 years ago. Anyway, you can do stuff with bad mental health, and you can achieve stuff.
I got a lot of feelings out, a lot of different emotions. I enjoyed seeing people interact as well each time in the group. The group were interacting with each other, and people saying, oh, what do you think about doing it that way, and what shall I use, what type of things shall I use, and materials, and so people that bounced ideas off each other,
Yeah, and sharing stuff that we brought in. Yeah.
I'm very much invested in kind of well-being and creativity for well-being. I think it makes a massive difference in people's lives because you're expressing you out there, and it's a really good release.
What I gained most was that, yes, it was really difficult to do, but it was a really good way to let go of emotions that I had in my head, and maybe to just silence thoughts that were upsetting, and also to express joy and acknowledging the joy, acknowledging the bad emotions, and it just helped to understand them, I think, and accept them.
I tend to neglect myself sometimes, so doing this scrapbook, it's done me good because I've got stuff down on paper. I think it's definitely good, this positive intentions, because it's you get a scrapbook and you do stuff, and it's done me good and it'll do other people good.
It does remind you of how important you are and how much you do. For yourself and for others. You don't really realise.
We've met some really good friends. It's a really nice group of people.
It has led me to look up doing this journal and see what's going on instead of stuck in my head. and my community. So yeah, it's led me to try and integrate more in the community.
Learning about Keighley was a big thing, and then learning about over here. I've never even been to this part of Bradford before, so it was really nice, and knowing that they have a community centre that does similar things as well, because you don't see many of the little community centres anymore, so that's good. I think I definitely let myself go a bit and realise that I can be creative in different ways. It doesn't have to be, oh, you have to be an amazing painter, or you have to be able to draw really well. That I definitely realised that in myself, because at first I was like, I can't do that. I found myself in just different little bits, in different ways, which were really nice, and it's something I want to carry on as well.
Doing this journal, it made me realise that it doesn't have to be perfect, and it helped me with my art to be more expressive and not worry if it doesn't go right, because then you know that that's just how it's meant to be.
You're still kind of thinking about what you did and what you might do and how that you might want to take it further in your own way without worrying about anybody else. So you might want to get yourself a nice little book and just do that again and just write stuff down, and you do it in your own way without any, obligation or anything like that.
We're very grateful for being part of it.
For that opportunity,
The opportunity
definitely.
that we've had from everyone here.
Yeah, it's character building
And building your confidence up.
Yes.
I do want to continue it, but tell a story of my past, so I've got something to pass on and something I can look at. Yeah, definitely.